Have you ever wondered why Titanic, called the unsinkable ship, sank on its very first voyage? How could a ship so grand and luxurious vanish into the icy Atlantic in just 2 hours and 40 minutes? And what mistakes turned an ambitious marvel into one of history's deadliest maritime disasters? In the early 20th century, the world marveled at human engineering. The RMS Titanic, built for the White Star Line in Belfast, Northern Ireland, began construction in March 1909 and was launched on May 31, 1911. Titanic stood as a symbol of luxury, technology, and pride. At 882 feet long, or 269 meters, it was one of the largest ships of its time. Inside, it featured grand staircases, fine dining halls, a swimming pool, a gymnasium, Turkish baths, and first-class suites fit for royalty. By April 10, 1912, Titanic embarked on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England to New York City. On board were over 2,200 passengers and crew, from wealthy businessmen to hopeful immigrants. The ship sailed smoothly for 4 days, but warnings of icebergs in the North Atlantic were ignored. Titanic continued at near maximum speed, confident in its design and watertight compartments. On the night of April 14, 1912, at 11:40 p.m., disaster struck. A massive iceberg appeared directly ahead. Lookouts rang the bell, and an emergency maneuver was attempted. But the ship scraped along the starboard side, tearing open multiple compartments below the waterline. Titanic's 16 watertight compartments were designed to survive up to 4 flooded sections. That night, at least 5 were breached. Water poured in, and slowly the ship began to sink. Passengers were initially confused. Many believed the ship was safe. Music played in the Grand Hall while water rose below decks. Lifeboats were launched, but Titanic carried only 20 lifeboats, enough for about 1,178 people. With over 2,200 on board, many were left stranded. Some lifeboats even left half empty due to confusion and disbelief. By 2 a.m., the bow was underwater, and the stern rose high into the air. People prayed, clung to loved ones, or jumped into the freezing Atlantic waters. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15, 1912, Titanic broke apart and sank completely. Approximately 1,500 people lost their lives that night, mostly due to drowning or hypothermia in near-freezing waters. Only about 700 survived. The tragedy prompted worldwide shock. Investigations revealed critical failures, insufficient lifeboats, ignored iceberg warnings, and overconfidence in technology. Maritime laws changed forever, requiring ships to carry enough lifeboats for every passenger. For 73 years, Titanic lay hidden beneath the Atlantic, nearly 12,500 feet below the surface. In 1985, Robert Ballard and his team discovered the wreck. Today, the ship lies in 2 parts, slowly decaying as deep-sea bacteria consume its iron. Scientists predict it may vanish entirely in the coming decades. Beyond history, Titanic became immortal through James Cameron's 1997 film starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. The movie won 11 Academy Awards and earned over $2 billion worldwide. Yet behind the cinematic romance lies a deeper story of human pride, ambition, and the limits of technology against nature. Titanic reminds us that even the grandest achievements are vulnerable. It is a story of overconfidence, tragedy, heroism, and lessons still relevant today. The unsinkable ship was not invincible, but the memory of those who perished endures nearly 110 years later. So next time you hear the name Titanic, remember, it was not just a ship, It was a symbol of human ambition, a lesson in humility, and a story that changed maritime history forever.